Hello, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into a pressing and complex issue: the United States government's recent actions to revoke visas of international students perceived as supporters of Hamas and the broader implications of non-citizen participation in domestic politics. This topic sits at the intersection of national security, individual rights, and the privileges associated with residing in a foreign country. Understanding visa privileges and government authority, let's start by clarifying the nature of visas. In the United States, visas, whether for study, work, or other purposes, are not inherent rights but privileges granted by the government. They permit non-citizens to reside temporarily within the country's borders under specific conditions. These privileges are contingent upon adherence to U.S. laws and policies. Consequently, the U.S. government possesses the authority to revoke these privileges if a visa holder's actions are deemed contrary to national interests or security. Non-citizen participation in domestic politics, the extent to which non-citizens can engage in the political affairs of their host country, is a nuanced and often contentious issue. While the United States upholds freedom of speech as a fundamental right, the participation of non-citizens in political activities, especially those perceived as opposing national policies or supporting hostile entities, can lead to significant repercussions. Recent developments: the Catch and Revoke initiative. In recent times, the U.S. State Department has launched an initiative known as Catch and Revoke. This program utilizes artificial intelligence to monitor and identify foreign nationals, particularly international students, who express support for Hamas on social media platforms. The objective is to revoke the visas of those deemed to be endorsing or associating with organizations designated as terrorist entities by the U.S. government. This initiative represents a significant escalation in the government's efforts to police the conduct and speech of foreign nationals within its borders. Case studies highlighting the issue. Several high-profile cases have brought this issue to the forefront. Mahmoud Khalil, a graduate student at Columbia University and a lawful permanent resident, Khalil was detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) agents due to alleged support for Hamas. His arrest has sparked debates about the balance between national security and individual rights, particularly concerning non-citizens. Badar Khan Suri, an Indian national and researcher at Georgetown University, Suri was detained by ICE on allegations of spreading Hamas propaganda and promoting anti-Semitism via social media. His detention underscores the administration's crackdown on anti-Israel activities among students. Legal and ethical considerations: these actions have prompted legal challenges and raised ethical questions. Rights groups, such as the American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee, ADC, have filed lawsuits to contest the deportations of international students and scholars protesting for Palestinian rights. They argue that these deportations infringe upon First Amendment rights, emphasizing the importance of protecting free expression and activism. Non-citizen voting rights. A related debate: the participation of non-citizens in domestic politics extends beyond activism to the realm of voting rights. While federal law prohibits non-citizens from voting in federal elections, some municipalities have attempted to allow non-citizen voting in local elections. For instance, a New York City law that would have permitted over 800,000 legal non-citizens to vote in municipal elections was recently struck down by the state's Court of Appeals, reinforcing that voting rights are firmly limited to citizens. Balancing rights and responsibilities: the crux of the matter lies in balancing the rights and responsibilities of non-citizens. While freedom of speech is a cherished value, non-citizens must recognize that their stay in a host country is conditional upon respecting its laws and policies. Engaging in activities perceived as opposing national interests or supporting hostile entities can jeopardize their residency status. Conclusion and summary: the United States government's recent actions to revoke visas of international students perceived as supporters of Hamas highlight the delicate balance between national security and individual freedoms. Non-citizens must be cognizant of the privileges associated with their visas and exercise caution in their political engagements. Understanding that visas are conditional privileges is crucial. Engaging in activities perceived as opposing national interests or supporting hostile entities can lead to serious consequences, including visa revocation and deportation. This complex issue underscores the need for careful navigation by all parties involved to uphold both national security and the fundamental principles of free expression. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this discussion informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on current affairs.